A cat can ignore the person calling their name, ignore the treat in someone's hand, ignore the open lap right in front of them, and walk straight to the quiet person across the room. That is not random. That may be the first clue that your cat has already chosen. Cats do not usually choose their favorite person by asking, "Who loves me the most?" They watch something much smaller. Who lets me come closer without taking control? That is the first sign, distance. Before your cat chooses you, they often test the space between you. They may stop just outside your reach. Their ears may turn toward your hand. Their tail tip may move once. They may brush your leg, pause, and wait to see what happens next. If you reach too fast, the test changes. The cat may step away, look somewhere else, or act like they were only passing through. Not because they rejected you, because the moment stopped feeling like theirs. But if you stay calm, if your hand stays low, if you let them finish the approach, your cat learns something important. Your attention does not trap them. And for a cat, that can be the difference between visiting someone once and choosing them again and again. This is why the favorite person in the house is not always the person who feeds them. It is not always the person who buys the toys, says their name the most, or tries the hardest to be loved. Sometimes it is the person whose presence feels easiest to return to. The same chair, the same side of the couch, the same pair of legs under the table, the same quiet body that does not rush the moment. And once your cat learns that closeness is safe with you, they may start choosing you before anyone else notices. But distance is only the first clue, because the next sign is even easier to miss. It happens after your cat comes close. Some cats brush against you once and leave. Some touch you with their cheek, then wait. Some sit close enough to be seen, but not close enough to be held. That is not rejection. That is your cat checking whether you understand the quietest part of being chosen. Quietly. The second test begins after your cat is already close. Because choosing a favorite person is not only about approaching, it is about what your cat feels after they get there. Watch this moment carefully. Your cat walks toward you, brushes against your leg, then stops. Not far away, not fully against you, just close enough that you know they chose your space. Then they wait. Their body may angle sideways instead of facing you directly. Their tail may lift, then soften. Their ears may stay loose, not pinned, not sharp. Their eyes may narrow for half a second before they look away. That look away matters. A cat that feels unsafe keeps watching. A cat that begins to trust can afford to stop watching for a moment. This is where many owners read the signal backward. They think, my cat came close, so now I should touch them. But for many cats, coming close is not always a request for contact. Sometimes it is a question. Can I be near you without being taken over? And the person who understands that question becomes different from everyone else in the room, because your cat starts to learn your pattern. You do not turn every approach into a grab. You do not force every quiet moment into a performance. You let closeness stay soft. That is when the favorite person starts becoming familiar in a deeper way, not exciting, reliable. Your cat may begin choosing the same spot beside you, the arm of your chair, the corner of the couch near your leg, the floor just beside your feet, close enough to share space, but far enough to keep choice. And if you notice that distance without trying to close it too quickly, your cat receives the message, I can be near this person and still be myself. That is a powerful thing for a cat, because the favorite person is often not the one who gets the most dramatic affection. It is the one your cat returns to when nothing dramatic is happening. No treats, no toys, no calling, no performance. Just the room, your body, and the quiet decision to stay near you. And this is why the next sign can feel so surprising. Some cats show their favorite person by coming closer, but some show it by turning away. That sounds backward until you watch what a cat is really doing.
A cat that does not trust the room keeps scanning it. The eyes stay busy. The ears keep checking every sound. The body stays angled so it can leave quickly. But when your cat comes near you, settles down, and turns their back toward you, they may be giving you something quieter than affection. They may be giving you their blind side. That is not an insult. That is trust with the volume turned down. Your cat is saying, in the only way their body can say it, I do not need to watch you every second. So when your cat sits with their back facing you, they may not be ignoring you. They may be trusting you to be the safe thing behind them. This is one of the clearest signs most owners miss. They think the favorite person is the one the cat stares at, follows, climbs on, or begs for. And sometimes, yes, those things matter. But a cat may choose their favorite person by where they stop watching, by the person they can turn away from without feeling exposed. Before we go to the next sign, write the name of the cat who chose you in the comments. I read every single one. Mine is Zara. And subscribe to Feline Language because the next signal may explain why it was you. Now, notice where your cat faces. Do they sit beside your chair? Back near your leg? Eyes toward the room? Do they lie at the foot of your bed, facing outward, as if watching the world while leaving you behind them? Cats choose safe arrangements. They choose angles. They choose exits. They choose where their body can rest without losing awareness. And if your cat keeps placing you behind them, beside them, or within reach while they watch the room, you may have become part of that safe arrangement, not the thing they need to monitor, the anchor behind it. And the next sign goes even deeper. Because once a cat trusts your presence, they may begin choosing something connected to you even when you are not there. Your hoodie on the chair, your blanket on the couch, the side of the bed where you usually sleep, the laptop bag near the door, even the shirt you dropped on the floor without thinking. To you, those are objects. To your cat, they may be pieces of your presence left behind. A cat that chooses your things is not always being inconvenient. They may be choosing the safest version of you they can reach when you are not available. This is why some cats lie on your clothes but ignore a soft bed, why they curl into the spot you just left, why they press their face against your sleeve, knead the fabric once, and settle there, as if the object itself answered something. That choice is not about the object. It is about the connection. And when you place this beside the earlier signs, the pattern becomes clear. Your cat tests the distance. Then they test whether closeness stays safe. Then they trust you enough to turn away. And finally, they may choose the places and things that still carry you when you are not right there. That is how a favorite person is often revealed. Not through one dramatic moment, through repetition, the same quiet approach, the same pause near your hand, the same spot beside your chair, the same back turned toward you, the same shirt chosen again and again. Your cat may not have chosen you with one big decision. They may have chosen you slowly, in dozens of small moments you almost missed. Because cats do not always announce trust loudly. Sometimes they just keep returning to your side, to your scent, to your room, to the part of the world where their body feels safe enough to soften. So if your cat chose you, do not treat it like a trophy. Treat it like a language. Because the favorite person is not always the one who gets the most attention. It is often the one the cat feels safest, choosing again and again. If this helped you understand why your cat chose you, subscribe to Feline Language, because your cat may have been telling you more than you realized. And if you want to know why your cat does not just choose your scent, but sits exactly on the things you are using, your laptop, your book, your phone, watch this video next. If your cat sits on what you're using, this is why.
It may explain another quiet way your cat follows the place where your attention goes.